Hey guys, it's time to finally start the 2-bucket method wash of this car. What you need to know before is, first there should be 2 grit guards. You should have 2 buckets. One is your wash and one is your rinse bucket. So this one's going to have soap in it and the other one is going to just be water. Bottom of both of them should be a grit guard. And the reason for that is each time you dunk the wash media into the bucket, you should be scrubbing both sides to be removing all the dirt and stuff that gets stuck in here. So you scrub them, and then when you take it from your rinse bucket to your wash bucket, you scrub again. This just gives you the most confidence that you can have that you're not reintroducing dirt or anything back to your paint, potentially scratching it. Next, another thing that a lot of people do is they tend to take their soap, put it in the bucket first, then fill up the water. They like that because they see all the suds and the foam, and it makes, you know, the idea of bubbles and stuff brings about an idea, a perception of cleanliness. However, that's just, that's a little bit different, because when you do that, the foam, like in the bucket, you'll have this much water and then this much foam. And you can't really tell the difference because the foam is in your way. So what you do first is fill your bucket up with water, then put your soap water in. And then of course the next question is, oh, but I'm not getting my suds, I'm not getting my foam. Well, it's really easy to get that. All you do is after putting in the soap, you just hit it with a spray of water, and every time you want more foam, you just hit it with another spray, a heavy spray of water, and I'll go ahead and show that to you. The second to last thing is I have this microfiber mitt right here, and that's going to be for the upper parts of this car, not the lower rocker panels or the bumpers. For that, I have a designated second mitt right here. That second mitt is only for the use of the lower rocker panels and the bumpers, and the reason is those places just tend to be a little bit dirtier, so it makes sense to have 2 different wash mitts specifically for each purpose. That's why I have 2 different colored wash mitts for that purpose. The last thing is you should never wash your car when the paint is hot to the touch. If it's hot to the touch, that means the paint is just too hot. You have to wait till the sun goes down or get under shelter or some other way of working around that, because your paint is too hot to be worked on. The soap will dry out too fast, cause water spots, things you don't want. So you gotta make sure that the paint is cool to the touch and not hot to the touch. Alright, so let's get started. Alright guys, I'm gonna show you, I put my soap in my water, and as you can see there's just hardly any bubbles. But I'm gonna show you something real quick, which will demonstrate how many bubbles are about to come out once I hit it with a steady stream of water. Anytime you want more foam in the bucket, go ahead and just hit it with a little bit of water. So, now that we can get started, the way we do this is from the top down. The reason being, the lower parts of the car tend to be the dirtiest parts of the car. So we don't want to ever take dirt from the bottom of the car and bring it up. We take everything from the top of the car and bring it down, because generally it's the cleanest up here and the dirtiest down there. Also, before we put the mitt to the paint, I like to wet the car and just get a nice even a nice amount of water all over the car before I start, just for an added sense of lubrication. Now that we finally have the car wet, it's time to get started. I apply no pressure to light pressure whenever I'm touching the car. Very light pressure if you ever use it, just as an added precaution to make sure you're not putting dirt and rubbing it against the paint. So you can see actually in here how dirty this has gotten, and I'm gonna clean it the way I had shown you guys or told you guys, and you're gonna see that all of this stuff down here, all of it's going to go away. So as you can see, the surface of the mitt is now clean again and ready to be put into the wash media, the wash bucket. Alright guys, so this car is completely done washed with. The next part is the rinse. So there's several different ways to rinse it. The first method is the most simple. Is you just take towels and you dry it, drying towels, and you just spot dry it. You pat it dry. This I'm not a huge fan of because there's just too much water collecting on the car. If you see this, just so much water collecting on the car that you need a ton of towels. So it's a little bit hard to do. The next version is you can use a drying aid like Ultima Waterless Wash, spray it on the car and then pat dry. Also a good method, but still uses too many towels. The main thing is I like to use air to blast off as much water as I can, then come back and use the waterless wash to spray it down and then blot dry with my drying towel. So I'm just going to show you a quick little portion so you don't have to sit and watch a 4-hour long video. So I'm going to go ahead, and most of the water has already come off because it's been some amount of time, but I'm going to go ahead and blast it with the air and then come back and blot dry it with the towel. This is the Metro Vac and Blow that I'm using. If you think that method is too slow with that small nozzle in the Metro Vacuum, you can use a leaf blower also. Anything that blows a ton of air and gets it dry fast is ideal for this kind of situation. So next we're going to just go ahead and quickly put some drying aid. It helps you smoothly lubricate and remove the water. Alright, so you can see that this panel is completely dry. I'm gonna go ahead and do it for the rest of the car. One thing I forgot to mention is another way to dry it is if you hit it with a little bit of drying aid, then you can go ahead and just pull the towel down like that. Of course you would be more over here and just do that and then let it soak up the water that way. As you can see, there's some water in here. Just pull it and it'll soak up. And that's just another way you can go ahead to use your towels to dry the car. That's it for this video. If you want to continue watching on how I do rinseless and waterless wash the car, that's the next 2 videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please push that like button or even subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. If you really enjoyed it, hit that share button. Really helps my channel grow and I would definitely appreciate it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good day. And in the meantime, let's dance.